इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello and good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. This is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Every day, we bring exciting and high potential franchise business from the industry. Over the past 28 years, Franchise India has been a trusted guide for lakhs of investors, helping them find the right business opportunity and successfully start their entrepreneurial journey. Franchise India, as world's largest integrated franchise solution company, our role is to ensure that you take an informed decision and your journey from an investor to entrepreneur is smooth and successful. The objective of this webinar is to give you a direct connect with the brand founders, the key stakeholders, understand the business opportunity in detail, and openly ask any sort of question which you may have related to franchise, the growth, the investment, etc. before you take the actual decision. In today's webinar, we are going to introduce a brand called MyGold, a business built around an interesting opportunity in India, activating the country's largely idle gold. MyGold, operated by BKS MyGold Private Limited, was incorporated in 2021 and has developed and organized the infrastructure that enables customer to sell old golds, lease golds, buy save golds, and activate idle golds. The larger vision is to connect gold lying with households, the businesses, the institution with the productive gold ecosystem of jewelers, manufacturers, bullion industry partners. What makes the proposition particularly interesting is the focus on trust, transparency, technology, and standardized process in a traditionally fragmented gold market. The brand has already validated its physical model through its gold collection and activation center in Lucknow, launched in June 2025, with the POC achieving, almost around 800 grams to 1 kg to sell all old gold per month organically. And to talk more about this, I'm joined with the co-founder, Mr. Suyash Bansal is the co-founder who has joined with us, who's going to help us understand more business and this opportunity. Along with that, I'm also joined with Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. She's the Managing Director, Franchise India Group. Also, we have our team joined from the northern part. We have Mr. Aditya Sharma, who is a strategy consultant. We have Ms. Pragya. She is the business leader from head office franchise India, along with her team member Dipali. And we have Rahul Shukla, is the key account manager from Lucknow. So overall, I mean, good to have Suyesh. Welcome to this webinar. Um, and okay, so also have Rahul Wadhwa, who is our channel partner from Lucknow. So before I invite Suyesh to talk more about the business and the opportunity, I would also like to welcome all our attendees, all our viewers. Thank you so much for joining this webinar. I really appreciate your time. And please be ensure that we definitely gonna utilize this time to make you understand about a very good opportunity. So thanks so much. I would also now request Sonia ma'am, maybe if she can set the context a little bit, and then we will start with the presentation.
Thank you so much, Bharat. And friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you all on today's webinar. And I also welcome Shreyansh to present this opportunity to all our investors at Franchise India. And friends, before I do that, I will also like to make a note. Rahul ji is the firm partner of Franchise India and at our office in Lucknow. And this entire project would be led by him. So anyone who wants to reach out to him perhaps can do that. And Mr. Shreyansh Bansal's office is also in Lucknow. They currently operate few locations. So the larger part of the footprint rollout is currently in UP and parts of Lucknow, which we'll talk in the course of our presentation today. And just to set the context, I would say this is a very interesting India opportunity because it is not simply another digital gold platform. In fact, the core proposition is to activate the idle physical gold and connect it with the overall jewelry bullion ecosystem through a leasing structure. And India today does not have a gold shortage. I don't know how many of you have been reading. I think gold has always been on the news, always. So India does not have a shortage of gold. It has gold utilization problem. And so private gold, which is sitting in our household, is close to about 35,000 tons, which exceeds 115% of our country's GDP. This was recently in news. So while our country still continues to import every year tons of 800 900 tons of golds every year, it keeps doing that, which also drains a lot of foreign reserves, pressurizes our rupee even as the country chases foreign capital through FDIs, NRI deposit. So is there a way we can keep or we can make this gold sitting in our lockers work for us? So this is the opportunity that we unlock the existing gold stock, and that makes my gold concept, I would say, comparatively much bigger than a normal fintech gold digital company. So we're trying to become an activation layer between India's dormant gold and India's jewelry manufacturing ecosystem. And the value of India gold market today is expanding even when the physical volumes are under a very big pressure. So there was also a recent news that also talked about very recently in this month of August, which also talked about old gold for cash transactions, which have risen to approximately 20% of the business from about 5% in the last few years. And this tells us something very, very important, that Indians are increasingly willing to monetize their existing gold. And my goal today is taking that concept one step further. So instead of selling your gold, put that to work and retain the ownership. So that is around, that is the entire proposition, the opportunity is built. So I'll let Shreyansh maybe talk about the business, how we started, and maybe the current opportunity as he sees, himself. We'll also talk about the locations we are currently targeting, and we'll be happy to take any questions that we have during the course of the webinar. Shreyansh, over to you.
Thank you, Bharat, for the wonderful welcome. Thank you, Sonia, for the wonderful introduction, and thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Uh, is my screen, is my
It is good.
presentation visible?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. So we started in 2021 as a gold digitalization company, and today uh, we have become a whole ecosystem, right, that aims to power India's dormant gold to become an activation, to become empowering uh, for the citizens of India itself, right? Uh, we are a 100% bootstrap company that was incorporated in 2021. Right now, we have one live center in Lucknow itself that was launched in June 2025, and it is very much active. Uh, so, just to give a brief idea of what we're trying to do, uh, so there's about 31,000 tons of gold lying in India in households that have not been activated, right? They're sitting in your lockers just as a risk prevention, right? Today, Indians have this mentality that we will hold on gold and we will keep it because gold is a dead asset, but it provides us with safety for the future, right? Now, what we do is we take that gold from you and we activate it, right? How we do that is we do it through SOG. We have two models, one is SOG and one is leasing. What we'll be talking about today is SOG. Now, this company was founded by Mr. Amol Bansal. We come from a family of jewelers that has a history of 90 years old. And my father personally, Mr. Amol Bansal, has a 30 plus years of experience in this industry itself. Now, the vision for us is that My Gold aims to redefine gold not just as a symbol of wealth, but as a powerful engine for economic growth and productivity. We don't want gold to any longer be just a dead asset. Now, like I said, the journey, 2021, we started off, right? Today, we are a gold ecosystem and leasing proposition developed. We have institutional partners like MMTC PAM, IBJA, which is one of the largest jewelry associations as of today. We have logistic partners like SQL, BVC, and banking partners like ICICI, HDFC. June 2025, we launched our POC, and at this point today, we have a POC that has been validated, 100% compliant, and there is no loopholes that we think of. Now, the market analysis. The current state is that with one POC operating in Lucknow, we have fully validated our proof of concept and we are very, very sure that the model works. Now, physical trust, because we deal in physical gold, it is non-negotiable, right? Trust is an aspect that we need to 100% follow. Now, our sell-all gold transactions require face-to-face transparency and credibility, right? Because digital alone cannot substitute. But in order to do that, that is where we need physical stores, small physical stores to reach this goal of ours. Now, the constraint is of capital and bandwidth. Center by center expansion demands significant capital and execution bandwidth that my board cannot self fund at this pace. Right. Our targets have been 18 to 12 months, 100 centers in 18 to 24 months, 500 centers in 4 to 5 years, and 1,000 plus centers in the long run. Now, the market size, just to explain your market size, like I mentioned, 31,000 tons of idle old stock is an estimated number. That is an official number from World Gold Council. That is an estimated household and institutional gold across India, which is largely inactive. Today, the jewelry industry and the bullion industry imports almost about 800 to 900 tons of gold, right? And this is a totally unorganized sector as of now when we talk about cellular gold. There is no proper infrastructure that gives you tech backed, 100% compliance, and full transparency. Now, our target customer demographic is household families that have a lot of physical gold, that need liquidity, that want to make that gold active and want to earn on that. HNIs, affluent gold holders, business and institutions, temple and trust, basically all the people who have a lot of gold kept in their lockers, not working for them, who want them to activate it and earn on them. Now, the solution, like I mentioned, is simply a store. So what we plan to do is we want to have FOCO stores, which is franchisee-owned, company-operated stores, right? So our franchisee partner invests in the center. owns the physical assets and the franchisee rights, but he has zero day-to-day operating responsibilities. My Gold takes all of the operation in their hands, provides ultimate customer experience, uh, and everything is on My Gold once the FOCO has started. So, like our principal states, you invest once, My Gold operates the center end to end. Franchisee monthly operating cost is zero. Now the FOCO details, right? The franchisee owns center investment is around 60 lakhs in tier 2 and 75 lakhs in tier 1. The physical assets are all belong to the franchisee and the franchisee rights. Now the My Gold operates. Now once that has happened, all of the operation comes into My Gold's hands, right? The location selection, store design and setup, staff hiring, technology and compliance, rent, operating expenses, marketing lead generation, and of course, daily operations end to end. What the customer gets, transparent gold testing, that is happening right in front of the eyes, from the process of melting to the process of checking their purity. All of the steps are getting done in front of the customer, and it is made sure that every step of the way has their consent. Live market pricing, secure documented process, instant payment, and consistent My Gold experience. Just to mention again, that the franchisee monthly operating is zero. All operating expenses, rent, staff, technology, compliance, marketing are borne entirely by My Gold. Now, the franchisee revenue mechanism is such that we give you a monthly minimum income, right? So for tier 1, it comes down to 83,750, and for tier 2, it becomes 65,000. That is about 15% of your investment. So now the other thing is, you either get a minimum monthly income or you get 1% of sell old gold transaction value, whichever is higher. Just to mention as well, the Lucknow POC in the last 12 to 18 months has done about 1 kg per month organically with minimal advertising, because we were bootstrapped. We were unable to, we did not want to burn a lot. So we did full organic marketing, no spends at all on marketing. And we have been able to reach about 800 to 1 kg per month. Now, the franchisee proposal stands as such. For tier 2, like I mentioned, it's 60 lakhs investment. And for tier 1, it's 75 lakhs. The store size that we've kept is very minimal, very efficient. It is 150 to 250 square feet. The minimum monthly income, like I mentioned, being 65,000 and 83,750. And the agreement term is for 5 years. Now, the commission is, again, like I mentioned before, 1% of SOG transaction value or the minimum monthly income, whichever is higher. This amount also includes your franchisee fee of 8 lakh rupees. That is a one-time fee. It includes the location security deposit, which is refundable, non-interest bearing, infra, fit out, equipment, and accessories. Now, these are the operating terms, right? We also have exit provisions, right? Uh, After the 12-month lock-in, either party may terminate within 90 days, written notice without cause. And our buyback mechanism is that on exit, MyGold repurchases the assets in everything, the infra, the equipment, and the accessories at written down value, that is 20% depreciation in year 1 and 15% per annum each year thereafter. The security deposit is returned, uh, and of course, the center continues uninterrupted. The agreement term, as I mentioned, lasts for 5 years. The initial lock-in is for a year, and the renewal, of course, mutually agreed. For the franchisee partner profiling, what we've decided is that the person should be financially capable to commit 60 or 75 lakhs with a 5-year investment horizon. He should be a trusted figure, right? He should have local market influence, preferably the gold market. Uh, right. Now, the obligations, like I've mentioned, just to summarize it in a short, crisp way, franchisee obligations are to invest 60 lakhs to 75 lakhs, maintain investment and asset ownership, support local relationships, own the physical assets, follow my gold standards, and participate in business reviews. Whereas the my gold obligations would be the following: to select the location, to hire, train, manage staff, compliance and regulatory management, marketing and lead generation, store design and setup, equipment and technology, the rent payment and operating expenses, the security and insurance, and central dashboard and reporting as well. We provide the franchisee with a transparent performance reporting and business intelligence. These are again just a summary of the operating terms. I'll wait here for a while. But that's it. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Suyash. So, all our viewers, I mean, these are the operating terms which you can see on the screen. However, in case if any question that you would like to ask, I would now request that keep on posting it into the Q&A box. Though I can see a few questions are now coming in. However, yes, we are now open for the Q&A. Ma'am, anything else you
So,
would like?
Shivansh, I think there are a few questions I'll like to ask in the interest of everyone who's listening to us, and especially if you can explain the overall business for someone who's hearing about My Gold for the first time. If you can explain, how gold moves through the My Gold entire ecosystem. I think that's something I would like to understand to help our investors to go a little deeper about the entire value chain in the ecosystem through which gold moves. And then I'll come down to understanding where this investment goes in and the revenue streams for a franchisee. But to start off with, I'll request if you can just take us through the entire movement of the gold through the ecosystem of My Gold.
Sure. So our model operates is how basically we have two sides, right, and three parties. So one side is the supply side, which is the customers that we believe. Then there is us, of course, the moderators. Then there is the demand side, which is the jewelry industry, the big manufacturers, the big retail chains, right? Now, when we get the gold from the customer, be it sell gold or lease gold, we then lease it forward to our partners in the on the demand side, which is the retailers and manufacturers, like I mentioned. That is our chain of supply in a very crisp manner. I believe that should help everybody understand how the gold flows, right? Um, so that is why we are saying that we are very different from others, because we are actually taking that gold and actually activating it. We're actually making it move in the economy itself. So what this does is that it decreases the pressure on the government on the imports as well, hence reducing the CAT. Also, all the idle gold, 31,000 tons of idle gold, a small chunk of it is finally able to move, right? Something that is very idle, very sitting at home, something that the government has been trying to do as well. And so many players have tried but failed. We have successfully made the ecosystem such that it is 100% compliant. We provide 100% investment, we insurance. Apologies. We provide 100% assurance and insurance. So that is what makes us different from all the other digital platforms, because we are 100% backed by physical.
Now, taking an example of the current location, like now you said we do an average of 800 to 1 kilos every month. Right? So maybe taking an assumption of 1 kilos. If you can also help us to understand between the leasing and the sell, what is the ratio between the two? And what are the terms? Selling, we understand, is at the market price. On what terms do we lease the gold, and what is the ratio of these two in our business?
Right. So I have my operations head, Sijal, here. If it's okay, because since he oversees the center right now, I think he will be able to give a better number to you than I would.
Yeah, so hi
Sijal,
team.
if you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. So our old gold cell number is around 1 kg is rice. Leasing is a separate number, right? So 1 kg, which we mentioned in the deck and everything, which is related to sell old gold, where the customer is coming to the store and selling the gold to us directly. That is already tied up with the franchisee partner directly. Let's say whatever the customer is selling, let's say we collected 1 kg of gold. At the current market rate, it's 1.5 crore of rupees. 1% of that value will be transferred to the franchisee partner, which will be 1.5 lakh rupees in the current case.
Okay. And how about the lease?
Lease is also around the same 500 grams to 1 kgs of number, but our pricing only works specifically for only the franchisee partner will get the amount on the sell all gold transaction, not on the leasing transaction, because leasing is a different business actually.
What you're saying is 50%, right? So 50% is your sell gold volume and
No. What
50%
I'm
is
saying
lease.
that, see, there are two numbers specifically. One number is sell old gold, which is 1 kgs, right? Lease gold, which is around 500 grams. These are two separate numbers, right? But the franchisee partner will get the amount from the sell old gold transaction, which is 1% of the value, right? So let's say if the total monthly value of sell old gold is 1.5 crore, or let's say if the prices increases of the gold, then for the 1 kg it's 2 crore, then 1% of that will be, which will be 2 lakh rupees, will get transferred to the franchisee partner at the month end.
So now, Shiansh, if we can also explain, we talked about an investment of 60 to 75 lakhs. If you can also, if you can understand what is the breakup of this investment outside the 8 lakh franchise fees, how much of investment goes into capex and the other components of the investment that we have talked about, how much would that be? If we can also get a quick
Right.
understanding of our investment breakup.
Sure. So, like I said, let's say tier two, right? Wait, I'll just commit a cell. Yeah, let's say, as we mentioned, 60 lakhs for tier two. If we take out the 8 lakhs from that, that becomes 52. So now for the assets itself, right? For the equipments, the price comes down to 40 to 45 lakhs just for the equipments themselves. Right now, the equipment has an XRF, a melting uh, machine for ultrasound, because what happens today is there are a lot of ways people cheat, right? Sometimes they fill tungsten in, sometimes they just put a layer on it. So we need XRF, we need ultrasound, we need melting, because all the process is done through melting itself. There is no gold that is processed without melting in our stores, right? So 40 to 45 lakhs of investment goes into that, and the rest is a normal fit out, that is from around 10 lakhs of the interiors and everything.
Helpful. And Shiansh, one more question, and then I'll let Rahul ji, maybe I see there's some questions which we have received in the Q&A. I'll let Rahul ji take these questions. So one question I want to also understand, and if you can explain that to our investors. You talked about exit, so 1 year is the lock-in term, and after 1 year, the investor or you as a brand owner can decide to exit. Now, when I look at our numbers, and please help me also reflect these exit terms. So we're talking about the 15% of a minimum guarantee, what it translates to, so 65,000, depending on the format we take, for a 1 year would be approximately 7,80,000 of our share of our minimum guarantee that comes to the investor. And the other side is the share, which is the upside, which if I take it 1.5 lakhs in terms of our average sell every month, it also translates to about 18 lakhs in 1 year. So after 1 year, if the investor is exiting, or you said it can be mutual, you can decide, and so can the franchise partner. What does the exit contain, and in what terms would that exit happen? What does he take back?
Again, I would like Sejal to answer that question, because I believe that he would be
Sure.
able to explain it way better.
I missed it. I lost your voice in between. Can you please
Sejal,
repeat
they
it?
want to understand. They want to understand the exit provision.
Yeah, so the exit provision is simpler, that let's say if after 1 year or 2 years down the line you do not want to move ahead with the MyGold ops, right? So what happens is on the very first year, the depreciation will be the 20%, and for the next year, the depreciation will be 15%, and the company will be operating that way.
So what does the investor take home is what I want to understand. Say after
So
1 year, I'm
50
exiting,
to
or you want.
after, yeah. So of what is the value, right? 52%. Then you have to depreciate 20% from that. That will be the value you will be taking. Plus, what will be the monthly rental you have covered? You will get it. Monthly rental by means monthly commissions which you will receive.
So that is for the first year, right? So after
Yeah,
he
for the
exits, so he gets
after
the
first year,
value of his commission or a minimum guarantee, whichever is higher comes to him.
right? Yeah.
And then he gets the investment that he has put on a depreciated value.
Yes,
Which
20% for
is
the first year, and rest is 15%.
okay. And that is outside the 8 lakhs franchise fee. So it is 52
Yes,
lakhs.
yes.
Hmm. Okay, great. And I'll let Rahulji, if you want to ask any questions, I see there's some questions in the Q&A box. Some of have been also been raised by you, and some I see coming from
Yes,
our
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
investors. Hanji.
So Suyash, how is it different from Muthoot Finance? Muthoot is also doing some kind of gold. They take gold and give money to the clients. How different are we from them? Am I audible, Suyash?
Sujal, would you like to answer that?
Yeah, I will answer. Yes, sir, you are audible. So yeah, there is no Muthoot Finance is a different company, right? Muthoot Finance do gold loan, right? There is one another
Yeah,
company which is called Muthoot Gold Point, right? That purchases the gold.
right.
Yeah, but the processes which they follow is an offline process. Like you have to, if you walk into a Muthoot Gold Point, they are not a tech company. What you need to bring is you need to bring your PAN, Aadhaar first. Then you also need to bring your parents' Aadhaar and PAN, your mother, father. If you're married, your wife as well. Then also you need to call to them to in person, right? They will verify that yeah, this person is selling the gold. If you are from not that from city, let's say you are living in Noida and your Aadhaar address is of Lucknow, you will not be able to sell the gold because they do not have a tech process to verify that. And the third thing is, if you melt the gold, every process happens, they take 3% of processing fees, plus the money will get credited at the end of the day, not at the real time when the customer is sitting. So the processes, these Muthoot Gold Point is doing the similar kind of business, but not on a huge level. They have some offline processes which they are following, but our processes are very well tech integrated, where we are verifying KYC, PAN, Aadhaar through DigiLocker, bank verification through APIs, right? We are transferring the money through our API banking partners, which is IDFC, ICI, and HDFC. I hope this answers your question.
Okay, you're right. And what is the ROI for the investor? What is the payback period we can see at?
So it totally depends. So it will come around, let's say if we collect 1 kgs per month, right? Then the ROI will come
Mhm.
around 17 to 18 months.
Okay.
Right. Hope that answers the question. A couple of questions, though we have like 6, 7 questions in a row, but couple of questions that which we can pick up is like, what is the legal check process you have while purchasing the gold?
Okay.
How
So
is the
what
process overall?
Yeah, so what we do is if any customers walk into the store, right? First, they need to download our app, right? My Gold app. Then, before any gold melting, before any valuation, they need to do the KYC verification. For that, they need to enter their PAN card, which will we have integrated through our API partners, and we will find that it's the right PAN or not. Then the customer has to enter.
Again, your voice is missing.
Am I
Hmm.
audible now?
Yeah,
So
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So first they need to enter the PAN card details, right? We will fetch through API, we will verify it, right? Then they have to enter their Aadhaar number. Then it will redirect, after they enter the OTP, it will redirect them to the DigiLocker flow. They have to enter the DigiLocker pin, they have to verify. Then we match. Then if the Aadhaar and PAN is matching with the exact name, DOB and everything, then the third process is then they have to add a bank account name. it also needs to match exactly same as Aadhaar, right? So if your Aadhaar name is, let's say, Bharat Kumar Sinha, exactly the same name needs to be Bharat Kumar Sinha on the bank account. These are the three steps which we verify, and all the consent wherever the user is selling. So when the customer books an appointment, right, through the app, there is a pre-melt procedure. We enter the value, then we provide the customer that this is your gold. Let's say if it's 10 grams, 75% pure, this is the estimated amount you will get. Now they have to click on the app, they have to provide the terms and condition, click that yeah, I'm agreeing to post melt. For that post melting, they will receive a new OTP, they have to enter that, and then only the second process will start. Let's say after melt also customer is not satisfied with the gold, he can take back the gold and he can cancel that appointment at the very same point.
All right. Also, we have a few more questions in the Q&A. Would you like to take them up? Like price variation while purchasing and selling. What happens if the value is negative?
So we do not sell the gold on physical stores. We only buy. Let's say if you are walking to our store and you want to buy 10 grams, we will not be able to cater you, right? If you're coming to the store and you want to sell your gold and get the money in your bank account, then only we will be able to cater. And we will take the live prices which is available on the market. It's real time integrated through APIs on our app and website. So whatever the real time sell value which is going in the market, it's available, right? It's the same rate on all India level. Whether you are sitting in Delhi, whether you're sitting in Lucknow or in Bangalore, the rate will be the same for each and every customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Also, Bharat,
yeah.
sorry to interrupt you. I would like to introduce our founder, Mr. Amol Bansal.
All right. Yeah, if you could just turn on the camera.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Hi, Mr. Bansal. Hi. Good afternoon. Right.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to this webinar. I mean, we also have our managing director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. She has joined with us, and we also have our team who would be working, on this project.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Great.
Okay.
Also,
Anything
we have some
you would-
questions. Maybe you want to pick some of these questions quickly, Bharat, if we can just cover other questions also in the interest of our time and people perhaps who have joined in. Let's take all these questions and let's pick up more. If you want to pick up any of these questions and answer, we leave it to you. Bharat, let's take it up, please.
Right. So quickly, we'll take a few more questions. Like how much amount will be refunded on completion of 5 years?
So I think that has been answered. So it is after completion of
5 years. Suyash, would you like to take the question in the Q&A?
So, Bharat, very clearly, we are mentioning that it's a WDV structure. So, you're already earning from the returns on the SOG, right? Which should break even approximately around 15 to 18 months of time. Going forward, whenever you want to get out, want to get out of the franchise, we are ready to buy it back as per the time period elapsed, right? So after the first year onwards, it's a lock-in of first year. After the first year onwards, first year is going to be a 20% deduction on the asset value. Post that, 15% year-on-year deduction will keep happening, and basically that is how you can calculate on the 5 years hence, or 3 years, or 4 years, whenever. So we are not blocking anything on a number of years. After first year, a person who's wanting to get out, if he doesn't see the return, we can entertain that request.
Okay, there is another question, Rajesh is asking, do seller have to show any invoice of gold?
No, it is not required. As per PMLA structure, and the most important thing is KYC. We don't own the ownership. They need to own ownership. There's no cash payment. Everything will be paid into the bank account of the person selling the gold. They do have to do a very compliant structure, which is a gold industry standard for buying gold. We follow that.
Right. Thank you so much. I think we probably have almost covered everything, but I still believe that, yes, a lot of question you may have. Everyone, if anyone want more clarity on this, we can connect separately also. For that, we already have shared the number. I think Pragya has already shared her number in the chat box. Anyone who would like to know more about this calculations and rest of other questions also, you can get in touch with Pragya. She is the one from Delhi. She will facilitate your meeting with the brand.
I think I'd like to take up one question, and perhaps Amol, you can also add, and Shreyansh, if you would want to do that. I see a question which is coming from Kumar Manoj. He says if the earning and the depreciation is same, the model will not work out. I think my submission on that would be if somebody is looking to quit in the very first year, then definitely it is a model which will not work out. Any business needs some time to come to optimum level of performance. So first year, because the depreciation is 20%, and if we take 50 odd lakhs or 51 odd lakhs minus your deposit and also the franchise fees, what investor gets is typically 40 lakhs back after depreciation of 20%, and he gets maybe 18 lakhs or 7 lakhs 80,000, whichever is higher, as his monthly commission, either on the sale of gold or as a minimum guarantee that comes to him. So if that is the case, year one definitely does not make any money. Any business needs a gestation. A business like this would need at least a time frame of 1.5 to 2 years to come to optimum level of performance. So year one exit is something which is not advised. I think what we're trying to say, in case of adverse circumstances, if somebody wants to exit, at least while they don't get the upside, the downside is taken care of. So Amol, Shreyansh, if you want to add anything, please do.
I think Sonia, you have covered it so nicely. I mean, there's nothing else to say. It is just something that we are giving a facility to if a person feels like moving out. But we are very confident that the conservative numbers are going to be much, much higher than what we have quoted, right? And the targeted numbers are much higher. So 15 months, yes, is the right gestation time for a person to start looking at handsome returns.
Thank you.
All right. I think we already have answered the question. Sejal has already, answered almost all the questions. I think
One question, Bharat.
please.
Does the franchisee needs to be present at the store all the time, or will it be managed by the company?
No, everything will be managed by MyGold. Staff, operations, day-to-day reconciliation, everything will be managed
So
by.
the physical presence of the franchisee is not needed, right?
No, never.
Okay.
Everything will be managed by MyGold.
Okay.
Right from location hunting to the point of running every store is looked after by MyGold.
Okay.
All right, I think that's it. Ma'am, anything else you would like to add?
I think good. Okay, thank you everyone for being with us. We have shared our contact details. We'll be happy to take any questions that you would have on understanding in detail the overall business model. And Rahulji, like I said, our partner in Lucknow, he's leading the entire project. We will rather entertain any physical meetings that can happen. We like to have one-to-one meetings with our serious prospects. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Right. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right. Thanks so much, sir. And yes, again, I would like to tell you all that in case if anyone have any question, you please please get in touch with us. The number which I have shared in the chat box, and we will facilitate the rest the next meeting. So that's it for the day. See you tomorrow once again with a new brand, and we'll explore another business opportunity. Till then, take care. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.